Come in. So next I will move to the further here, students. So last session we already completed the first module, module 1, as a part of our regular sessions. We used to say in the first day of every day, in the first day of every batch, we used to talk about modules covered as a part of that. As a part of module 2, we used to do NumPy programming. This is completed. Now I'm entering into this pandas, where we are going to cover these projects. Once this pandas is over, which is a combined discussion about all these things. Okay, we are going to come across these projects with the data analysis. You will get it. So let me start today about pandas. So let me start the pandas discussion here. So there I'm going to talk about pandas here. So pandas model. I mean, so here I'm going to talk about pandas model here. So as a part of that, before that, we are going to discuss about what? Index. So the index always, it's a world class index that we need to already we give a open challenge and open subject. We are giving milestones in the subject area, and that index I will show you, students, what I used to discuss generally in my classes, which I'll go on upgrading newly by going to add new things to it. So here I'm going to get it. Try to take care about this. Python for data science. Here we are having pandas here. I'm going to show you the Python module index. I'm going to open it. You just try to look at that. What will be this index? So index of Python module, the real-time applications of this pandas, the basic introduction to pandas, and next advantages of pandas model and how to set up the pandas module in different environments. And next, data structures in pandas. There is a pandas related data structures like ND array object in NumPy. There I'm going to talk about the series, data frame, and then panel. The total pandas concept depends on these two. In these two. Next is called pandas introduction to series. This concept is going to start. Purpose of series, purpose of series object, and then number of approaches to create an object of series by using fundamental data types objects, by using sequence data type objects, by using objects of listed data types, by using objects of dicted data type, programming examples. Next, pandas attributes of series object and a name of pandas series object. This getting all the series object values, get the count number of elements in series, check if the series is empty or not. Next examples are followed on this. And next, pandas get and set a series of values. And next, getting and accessing the values of series elements, how to set and changing the values of series elements, followed by programming. So next, pandas operations on series object 1, first operations level, how to add the values to series, how to subtract the values, how to drop the values, examples followed by. Pandas operations on series object 2, finding number of missing values, sorting values in the series, finding max and highest value from the series, min and smallest value from the series, and programming examples. So next, pandas advanced operations on series object, finding values from series object, finding the number of unique values from series object, and display unique values from series object, statistical operations on series object, and followed by programming examples. Next, I'll go to pandas data frame. Introduction to data frame, number of approaches to create an object of data frame by using list or tuple, dict, set type, series type, how to create data frame, second object, second data structure, as I was mentioned already here, data frame. So here data frame, how to create the data frame object. So here programming examples and pandas attributes of data frame, usage of data frame attributes, and followed by programming examples here. So next I'm going to discuss pandas accessing the data frame part 1, number of approaches accessing the data from the data frame, programming example. Part 2, understanding about LOC and ILOC, very, very important. Differences between LOC and ILOC, these are all programmatic things. Programmatic thing, 20% concept, 80% programming example. Number of approaches or syntaxes to access the data by use from data frame by using LOC and ILOC, programming examples. And next, another most important pointers, iterate over rows and columns of data frame, need of iterate over rows and columns of data frame, number of approaches to iterate over rows and columns of data frame, programming examples. Next, pandas sorting the data of data frame, need of sorting the data of data frame, number of approaches to sort the data of data frame, programming examples. Next, pandas adding new column name to data frame, number of approaches to add column names to data frame, and programming examples. And how to remove the column names from data frame, how many approaches are available, programming examples. How to add the row to the data frame, syntaxes for adding, programming example. Removing row from data frame, approaches, examples. Data filtering and conditional changes, most important. Need of data filtering and conditional changes. How to filter the data by simple condition. How to filter the data by compound conditions, examples. Next, pandas data filtering and updations. This is filtering and only retrieval purpose. This is updating the data. Need of data filtering and updations. Data filtering and updations by using simple condition. Data filtering and updating by compound condition. Programming examples. Next, pandas working with the duplicate values in data frame. Knowing the duplicates the data in the data frame. How to know about it. How to remove the duplicate values from the data frame and examples on that area. Next, very important, missing, working with the missing data. Working with the missing data. What are the missing data values in NumPy? None and none. Already. Here we are getting some extra. Checking the missing values. What are the functions for it? Examples on it. How to find non-missing values. Another functions are there. Examples. Filling the missing values with our own values. Filling the missing values with our own values. So how to remove the missing values? Some more. These are all headings. Subheadings also will be coming. How to rename the data frame? Syntaxes for renaming the data frame. Programming examples. How to merge the data frames? What will be the meaning of as type? Already we learned as type in where? Later on, రేపు నుంచి రానివ్వరు అని చెప్పండి. Tomorrow onwards not allowed. So as type. So అంత గర్ల్స్ లేట్, బాయ్స్ ఆల్రెడీ వచ్చేస్తారు ఇక్కడికి. రేపటి నుంచి రానియరు మిమ్మల్ని అటు వస్తుగిన. So pandas data frame by using group by concept. It is an advanced topics in the group by. Need of group by concept. Iterate over all the data frame groups. Get first row, get last row, get nth row, get the count number of data frame groups, data frame group by and aggregate functions. This is called aggregation concept we can call. Aggregation concept already you learned in DBMS. Generalization aggregation concept you learned in DBMS. Remember that in BTech CSC. Did you remember? Remembered or not? Who are the BTech CSC here? CSC students, raise your hands. మనకంత సీన్ లేదు ఇక్కడ. Who are the BTech CSC here? Raise your hands. ఒక సిన్సియర్ స్టూడెంట్ ఒకటి, ఎందుకంటే ఆయనకు తెలుసు, నేను ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు సిఎస్సి అని. హూ ఇస్ నెక్స్ట్? నోబడి. గర్ల్స్? లేదు, అంత మెకానికల్, వీళ్ళంతా మెకానికల్ వీళ్ళంతా. సో లైక్ దట్. సో get the size and mean of that. And then programming example. Data frame transformations. This is a combine, split, combine, and apply. This is a data frame transformation. Completely new, high end, completely high end. Group by and transform functions. Programming examples. EDA projects. This is called the projects. 3 projects I am going to explain. This is what the day one I promised it. In the module 2, 3 projects, which I'm going to explain this one. So these are all we are going to talk about it, the pandas related concepts. So steering is a student name. Respected sir, very big letters. Are we going to use heap sort or merge sort, and what techniques of data structures we should be perfect? With the prior to the data structures we are going to teach. Here I'm not going to teach DSA. Here I'm not going to teach DSA. DSA is a separate batch whose extension is called design and analysis of algorithms. I'm not talking about stacks, queues, binary trees, AVL trees, n-queens problem, all those things I'm not talking. I'm talking about only pandas related data structures, that is called this one only. So that batch is different. Series and data structures is called pandas related data structures. Ready? Right. So Kumar, sir, so say what is that? CONACT. What is CONACT? So merging, that is called merging. Here it is already there. Concat is a Gandhiji programming. So now we are using Gandhiji programming. If I teach you, you will become like that only. So it will be like this. Merging is nothing but what? Concatenating, we can call. Okay. Okay, Kumar, is it clear? So, so Raj, Vara, what we do in pandas, sir? What we do in pandas? I'm not understanding that. మీ ఫ్రెండ్ అయినా చదవండి. వాట్ వి డూ ఇన్, ఇది చెప్పింది అందుకు ఇప్పుడు దిస్ ఇండెక్స్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ వాట్? దిస్ ఇండెక్స్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ వాట్ వి డూ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్. దిస్ ఇస్ అన్ అగ్రిమెంట్ పేపర్. దిస్ ఎంటైర్ థింగ్ ఈస్ వాట్? దిస్ ఎంటైర్ థింగ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ వాట్? Data analysis. Data analysis. And next is what? Data analytics. Data analysis and data analytics purpose we use this. This is the main topic purpose, and which is included. This is the topic aim is this one. The business analytics and business analysis will be done by the concept of what? Pandas. That pandas, to do this entire kind of thing, we are going to learn these many topics. If you take any institute, any institute, if you take it, and this is going to be the topmost one. This is going to be the topmost one. We are going to get it. Shall we start up? So let us start the discussion now. I'm going to enter into the further what I'm going to discuss here. So let me start with. So now go to the further. Huh? My dear students, so you need not to say nice shirts or all these things. So already you people are commenting on faculty shirt to pant to shoe everything. My dear students, please don't do that. You please come to the subject of it. So if you appreciate my subject, I'll be happy for it. If you try to go for commenting on my shirt, there is no use of it. No internal marks are available. Okay. Shall I move to the further up? So I will move to the further. So let us move to the further. And even if you appreciate it, I will say personally thanks to you. And let us move to the further. Okay, now shall we start up? Fine. This index, after finishing this entire thing, modules, this pandas module, already NumPy module is there or not? There also index is there or not? That also, this also I will send it to you. So whatever I am having, I will send it to you all these things. We will move to the further. Okay, let us go to the what I'm going to discuss today. So as we entered into this first day, the today's agenda is introduction to history of few minutes about history of pandas. I'm going to talk. Next, I'm going to talk about introduction to pandas, and next introduction. Before that, next is called what? Setup of setup of what? Pandas model. Already you know setup of NumPy model, right? Setup of what model? Pandas model. So I'm going to talk about it. Next, introduction and advantages. Introduction you can take and advantages you can take. Advantages you can take of what? Pandas. Advantages of pandas you can take it. So this is what I am going to discuss in the classroom. This is what I am going to discuss in the classroom. So here we are going to enter into the history of these pandas. Students, now I am going to directly we are entering into the subject. Already we completed NumPy related activity. Enter here. So first of all, pandas is built. Pandas module built on the top of built on the top of built on the top of what? Pandas model. Built on the top of which model? Pandas model. Pandas model built on the top of Pandas model. That means, sorry, students, NumPy model. Sorry, NumPy model. Pandas model built on the top of which model? NumPy model. So, what is the purpose of NumPy? I already said topics are already over. By seeing this NumPy model, purpose of NumPy module is to perform complex mathematical operations, complex mathematical operations, and array based computing. This is called array based computing. This is going to be known as array based computing purpose. We will go for what? NumPy. And today, the main purpose of NumPy, purpose of what? Pandas is for data analysis, data analysis, data analysis, and data analytics. Data analytics. I will give you the difference between data analysis and data analytics. Take an example. Somebody started an educational institute, and first year, second year, third year, fourth year is running. Second year, first year, fourth year is running. And the fifth year onwards, no admissions are taken place in the college because nobody is getting the job. So the college is slowly coming to closing state. And the management decided that why the college is falling down. They want to study the previous system. They want to study the previous system, what happened. They want to study the previous system, what happened. Studying the previous system, what are the loopholes and finding and continuing is called data analysis in general. Data analysis in general. In other case, directly I'm going to enter into my explanation. I'm having, take an example, Telangana state conducted 10th class exams, 10th class exams, and collected lots of data. 5 lakh students data collected. 5 lakh students data collected. These students data, these students data collected available. And from that, the chief minister office want which district got highest percentage results, which district got lowest percentage details, and who are the top five performers in mathematics, who are the top five performance in social studies, science, like that they want to go for individual subjects toppers also. I want who are the top 10 scorers, top 10 rankers in the entire state. Is it not called analysis? Come on, speak out. So, what do you mean by analysis? Studying large samples of data and finding the fact finds and finding the facts from the large samples is called what? Data analysis. Data analysis is nothing but the study of existing data study of existing data and finding new facts and useful to make some new decisions is comes under data analysis. Data analytics is nothing but a studying the future. Studying the future. Of course, to study the future, in the past you have to study something. You have to study something in the past. You have to study something in the past that will help you to decide the future. Best example, take it as an example of e-commerce application like a Amazon application. You take it. Amazon, you take an example. The Amazon people will study the existing and they will decide how to increase the sales. They will predict the sales which are coming in the near future. That is nothing but sales forecasting algorithms are there for us in the data science. If you go to machine learning and all those things, if you submit your data, it will tell you what you need to do in the further. Like a weather forecasting is an example of what? Analytics example, that is. Studying about the future, studying about the past and then suggesting is called what? Data analysis. Studying the past and then studying, giving the answer for further is called what? Analytics. Analytics means what? Studying the present and judging the predictive models for the future. That is known as analytics. So for data analysis and analytics related kind of programming, we do by using which programming? Pandas. So I hope that students are understanding. I think so. Data analysis and data analytics, you are getting clarity here. Are you getting me? Suppose I'm having Google Play Store, you take it. In Google Play Store, what is happening? There is a lot of data is present. From the lot of data, I want to get what? What details I want to get it? I want to get the applications which are highest installed by everybody. Find the name of the top 5 softwares which are installed by everybody, and find the app name which is having highest review. Highest review. Find the app name which is paid or paid apps. You find out. Find the apps which are free. Are you getting me now? Like that, I want to find out. That is known as what? Analysis. And the next is called data analytics. Studying the present and then predicting the future is known as what? Data analytics. For this kind of purpose, we go for it. Because students, first questions, what you will get it from your interview point of view, what the need of NumPy they will ask you. That time you have to say, I want to organize my data something like a matrix. It is called array basis. Array in array. It is not possible by the Python directly in a less lines of code. I can go for what? The best source of programming is NumPy. Why NumPy is going to be a new era for all the data scientists? Because it is easy to perform the operations. And you have seen most of the operations in the class. Something like that. I want to go for this data analysis and analytics purpose. This pandas model, this pandas model, and of course, I already said to you, in Python programming, in Python programming, there is no module present in, there is no module present in, there is no module present in, present for which one? Data analysis and data analytics. Data analysis and data analytics, there is no module present. So later days, students, in the 2000 year, later days, in the year 2008, in the later days, in the 2008, what happens? So later days, year 2008, who came into the picture? WES MC Kinney. He is an author, first of all. Developed, he developed, he developed the module called what? In the year 2000, MC Kinney, WES MC Kinney developed what module? Pandas module. He developed the module called Pandas. He developed the module called Pandas. For which purpose? Data analysis and data analytics. Data analysis and data analytics for non-mathematicians. Non-mathematicians. Non-mathematicians ante, I don't know you are mathematician or not. Are you mathematician? Do you know mathematics? Uh, do you know English? Yes, sir. లేండి వస్తారు ఎవరికి తెలుసు ఇంగ్లీష్? డూ యూ నో ఇంగ్లీష్? డోంట్ ఫీల్, నాకు తెలుసు మీకు అందరికీ ఇంగ్లీష్ వచ్చాను. ఐ నో ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ నో ఇంగ్లీష్. బట్ డూ యూ నో ఇంగ్లీష్? మాట్లాడండి. స్పీక్ అవుట్. డూ యూ నో ఇంగ్లీష్? అంటే డోంట్ థింక్ దట్ సార్ విల్ ఆస్క్ ద సేమ్ క్వెషన్ లైక్ అవర్ బిగినింగ్ డేస్ క్వెషన్. హౌ మెనీ ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ అండ్ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్. సో no issue about it. For non-mathematicians, they developed it and they want to use this tool. And I will explain it in the further how it is going to be. And he developed it in the year 2008. He developed Pandas programming and developed one third-party module. As you know already, what is the module name here? Pandas. So Pandas module he developed it. It is developed it, and you already know that it is a third party module. I need not to tell you about the especially this third party module for it. This third party module need to install the pandas module need to install explicitly. How do you install explicitly? Explicitly by using how many ways? Need to install explicitly by using two ways. By using, I will write it, pip tool. By using what tool? Pip tool. So what is the syntax? I'm going to use pip install pandas. This is supposed to be written at the Windows command prompt. But doing it Windows command prompt is a old story. You need not to write it here. We always try to prefer to go for what? IDs. And the most thing is you can go to PyCharm, you can use it, that you already know. You can use it most of the time in the industry. They will go for what? Jupyter notebook. It is this Jupyter notebook by default contains which module? Pandas module by default present. This module you need not to install when you go to it. So let me go to it. Already you have a knowledge about how to install what? NumPy, you know, how to install other kind of thing in my Python class also, Oracle DB, all those things, MySQL hyphen, connector hyphen, all those things, you know. So now I'm installing this pandas here. Shall we go? Let's go. Online students, let's go to the place. Here I'm going to enter into this place here, CMD. Here I'm going to enter into this E colon, or let it be here only. I will go to it. Pip install. So let me go to this place. Pip install. When you are installing this kind of thing, it must contain what, you know, internet connection is required. Internet connection is required because the pip tool is having bit of kind of version control is available here. Pip install pandas. Pip install pandas. So if this module was already installed in my system, you'll get what? This requirement already satisfied, you will get it. If not, it is getting installed. So this requirement already satisfied, it is saying. If you want to uninstall, I already said to you, what is that? Uninstall. This one is coming here. This is going to be say why and say this is successfully installed it. This is like this, it is available. Are you following me? So here it is available here. Uninstalled successfully. If I go to my Python environment, if I go to my Python environment, here I'm going to take it, import pandas as PD. So you are going to get it. Module not found error, it is going to be here. So how do you go for it now? Import. If I want to get it, I need to install or not. So how do you install? Already I said to you how to install. This is getting installed here. So it is collecting, collecting this. When I am installing this pandas, automatically what will be installed? NumPy also will be installed because while installing pandas, NumPy module also will be installed because NumPy related dependent functions are used in pandas also. That also will be included automatically. So it will take some time. like you, it is a very fast. Like how you answers, like that, it is also very fast. So after getting installed, then I will go to command prompt, Python command prompt, and I will install it. So it is done. Here successfully installed. Python 2.3.3. I forget what is this 2. Major version, what is this 3? Right. Let us go to this now. Installed. It is imported. It is also available here. It will be done. Print off. How to find the version I said? PD underscore underscore version underscore underscore here. So you got 2.3.3. 2.3.3. Are you following me now? Right. 2.3.3. We got the data here. Got it. Now I'm going to enter into the PyCharm. I will show you. Those who are working with PyCharm, you can also do this kind of thing. But my recommendation is always go for what? Jupyter Notebook. That is always meant for you. So this is called one of the setup information. Go to this place. This also you know, but I want to show from my side once. So let me close this once. Close this project. New project. So I'm going to take it 11 a.m. So here I'm going to write it. Pandas test. So it is going to be like this. So import pandas as PD. You know what is this PD? I forget. Right. So అదొకటి బాగొచ్చు కదా pd dot underscore underscore version of. Right. Now you will be getting error. You will get the error. Why error? You already know. After a few minutes, you will get what? Red underline will come. Try to run this. You will be getting module not found error. Below one you see module not found error will be coming. So students, it is module not found error. So this is the one you take care about it. Students, some other students one day they said they don't know even PyCharm also. They said it seems only Python ideally they said. In their classes they said only Python ideally. If you write Python ideally, Python command prompt in your resume, nobody will look at that resume, dustbin it will take. You need to know PyCharm and then Jupyter Notebook you need to know. IDE knowledge is compulsory. If you try to do old bicycle like a Gandhiji bicycle, it is a problem. They need to upgrade by themselves while they're explaining. So this is an error we got it, ma. Module not found error. No module named called what? Pandas. So let me go to the installation here. How to install it? Here I'm going to write it settings. Now I'm going to write it here. So there I'm going to take it Python. Interpreter I'm going to take it. And there is no more modules are available at this stage. Plus I'm going to take it. Plus. So I'm going to take it plus. So I'm going to take it pandas here. Pandas here. So I'm going to take it. Here I'm going to take it pandas and try to go for it. Install package. Install package. Are you following this? Click on that. Click on this. Now you are going to get it. Install package. Say close. And it is okay. Now you see the below one. It is getting installing. What is also installing? NumPy is also getting installed. Within few seconds, this is getting installed. It is getting installed. Fine. After finishing that, I'll move to the further. Have you completed the notes of NumPy, all of you? Okay. So half of them did not write the notes. Your face will tell that only. So no problem. It is still under installing only. Right. So done. If you want to cross check once, go to the place, settings here. There you are having what? I was actually installed what here? Pandas. What is also what is also installed? NumPy. So NumPy, Pandas is built on the top of what? NumPy itself. So coming to the point of it, okay, and try to run it, you are getting the answer called 2.3.3 is a version of Pandas. Right. Now I'll go to this kind of thing. You can go to the Jupyter notebook also, students. Go to the Jupyter notebook, same as daily. So this you need not to install explicitly. Even if you install also, what you will get it? This requirement already satisfied, you will get it. I'm showing the setup in the command prompt of Windows, PyCharm IDE, and also what? Jupyter Notebook. Every data scientist, every machine learning engineer, every AI engineer will use this Jupyter Notebook only. Go to the place. Here I'm going to apply. So here I'm going to apply. So there I will say, here I'm going to write it. Pip install pip install what is this? Pandas. Pandas. So I will go for this requirement already satisfied. You will get it. This requirement already satisfied. You are getting it. This is an output. You got it. Now I will go for, since it is already there, directly I will go for what? Pandas as what? PD. Now I'm printing the version. First statement in the class. There is a lot of examples I will tell you. No interviewer, no YouTube, no JedTube will contain this much. Only my notes will contain. Try to utilize properly without missing the class. The official secured version of Pandas is what? 2.2.2. 2.3.3 no. So 2.3.3 is called under bug fixing stage. The industry uses whatever industry uses, that type of version will be Jupyter Notebook will uses. Are you following me now? Right. Let us move to the, we are understanding setup of what? Setup of this kind of module. Python does not contain the module called analysis and analytics. But analysis and analytics module is developed by MWS MC Kinney in the year 2008. And this module is a third party module that you need to install explicitly by using pip tool. And this pip tool was present into where? Python software in the scripts folder it is present, that I'm using in the Windows command prompt, not in the Python command prompt. I said you in the PyCharm also. I said in the Jupyter notebook also. This is about what? Setup process. Clear up? Right, like NumPy only. So online students. So Pratik, how to remember syntaxes long run? So you need to read long hours to remember more and more. You need to remember long, need to read long hours. Simple. So there is no shortcut for long run remembrance. Only thing is morning, evening you need to remember. If you want to remember for 99 plus 100 years also, you need to read what afternoon also you need to read. Need to read, need to write and everything you need to do it. That is simple thing. There is no shortcut process for remembering anything. Okay. Now I am going to enter into, now I am going to enter into what will be the significance of why pandas is going to be that much developed. Why pandas is that much going to be a new era for every data scientist. Without pandas more programming, there is no application development at all. And one of the funniest thing is, one of the funniest event is the people who are explaining AI, different AIs are there. Heading బాగుంటది, చూడడానికి బాగుంటది. Suppose for heading it is so nice, it sounds well, it vibrates well. But if you open the book, it is stupidity will be there inside. Heading is good, పేరు బాగుంటుంది, వాడిని పలకరిస్తే కానీ వాడు ఎట్లా మాట్లాడతాడు అనేది తెలుస్తుంది మీకు. నేమ్ ఈస్ గుడ్, బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఓపెన్ ఇట్ అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్, total stupidity will be there. That is what is the present things are going on. What I am trying to say is, what will the first question will be coming? Introduction and advantages of pandas. I already said to you, introduction is that. Advantages of pandas I will explain. These advantages, if you want to understand, you need to start learning programming. See, for example, before NumPy, if I say advanced slicing, advanced indexing, if I say, will you understand? Before coding, beginning only if I say, what is that? Advanced indexing, advanced slicing, solve, det, INV, if I try to say, will you understand? No. After I explain, if I speak about the advantages, then you will understand. Yes, sir said, solving of linear equations. I will directly call what? NP dot lin ALG dot solve of A values, B values, comma, what? Constant values. If I say X value, Y value will be coming in the form of tuple. X of 0 is called X value. X of 1 is called what? Y value. Like that you will feel. If I say solving linear equations without knowing the code, you will remember only sentence, but you cannot remember. That is what is the present days are going on. Take any data science student. Once you test it, please. Take any data science student. Ask one coding question in pandas. Become zero. 100% zero students. When you are learning data science programming, always remember that they should teach programming, not theory. Not theory. నేను చెప్పాను కదా ఫార్ములా 20% కాన్సెప్ట్, 80% of the class time should be on programming. Then only we can become a data scientist, AI engineer. Otherwise, you will be in air only. AI will become air. So take care. Now I'm going to start with advantages of pandas. Number one, I'm writing here. Pandas is most flexible, first of all. It is the most flexible and feasible to to load to load to solve to solve and giving results. Why I am able to write this? It is fast, not flexible. It is a flexible, feasible, and first of all I want to write it is a fast, flexible, and feasible to load and solve and giving the results from large samples of data. large samples of data Large samples of data. Always I'll try to quote some examples, like in my classroom I already shown you last class, I think so. Employee salary report data set I shown you. Did you remember? Excel sheet. There is a 1,48,000 samples are there. From that I want to store, in where I want to store, in list I want to store. How I will store? List in list. 1,48,000 inner list I will take. I will keep that entire thing into where one outer list also I will take it. How much space it will take, how much time it will take to retrieve and to do the operations. Will it take more time or not? Then how can I overcome that entire thing? The one and only one solution to analyze my data is not ND array. ND array can organize the data, but now I have to convert into which type? Pandas programming I have to convert. So pandas programming will store all amount of data, and where I'm going to do all the works to be done along to the towards what? Analysis course only we are going to do. It is a fast in organizing, flexible, and feasible to load and doing every kind of thing. Large samples of data can be fastly organizing, very flexible, and very feasible to load and solve the giving the data. So to understand it, I need to start at least 3 days programming. Then you can understand the sentence. Because the beginning day now, I need to spell out some advantages. But today I don't think you will understand the coding level. You will understand only English sentence. So pandas are fast, flexible, and feasible in handling large samples of data. You just remember that. Okay. Are you fast in answering the questions? Come on. Yes or no? Yes, raise the hand. Okay, yes and చెప్పకండి hidden. Who is yes? Yes, sir, raise. That means you are a Python object. You ask me the same question, I'll say yes. So I am a pandas. Did you understand? You ask any question, I will answer very fast. If I ask a question, will you answer first? You cannot answer. Why? You are a Python object. I am a pandas object. And don't tell this example in interview. Okay, what is the fast and flexible I am going to give you? Understand? Right. This once again, after 3 4 days programming, I will open this window. I will read out. I will read out. You will understand. Right, in our Python programming also, after the topic is completely over, I will go to the purpose and I used to show exceptionally used to build what robust application. Robust application, how? Instead of technical error message, we used to give what? User friendly error message. How we know that a simple line very perfectly? Try, except, else, raise. Finally, if we understand all the 22 points in detail, we understood, then only we understand the single point. Am I correct? Same thing. To understand that line which I wrote it, you need to have completely programming skill. At least 3 4 days up to data frame level. If I go to 15, if I go to at least 1 week, then you can follow these words. Next, I'm going to write it, students. It is a very good tool, very good module for data manipulations. For data manipulations. For data manipulations. Manipulations of what do you know? Manipulations of complex data. Complex data at the time of dealing with large samples of data. I'll give you possible example. Data manipulations of complex data at the time of dealing with large samples of data. Students, don't get confused and don't feel that we did not understand, because it is an introduction day. I'm giving just advantages. Suppose I'm having 5 lakhs 10th class students, Telangana state conducted. I want to go to 3 lakhs one student. 3 lakhs one student. I want to change the mathematics marks. 3 lakhs one student. Change the mathematics marks. How many subjects are there? 6 subjects are there. All ticket number, student name, parents' names, and then mathematics marks want to change. For which one? 3 lakhs one student marks I want to change. How do you change it? Will you go to that in Excel sheet? Will you go and coming like that? Now directly I want to write one simple sentence, one simple word, one simple statement will directly change whichever value you like it. That is called what? Data manipulation. Of how many? 5 lakh students data is there with me. I can directly locate to what? 3 lakhs one student mathematics marks I will locate and I can change it. Which is the superpower in doing what? Pandas will do that kind of activity. Next, I will go for what? Suppose I'm going to take it, some data I'm going to take it. I'm collecting some information of yours. You gave the information whatever you know, and you did not give some information what you don't have. You did not give some information to me. When you did not give any information to me about what you don't know, I will mention what there. Generally, in our English, in our Python, either none I will write, or I will write what? np.nan I will write. In the pandas, I will write pd dot what? Na. I will write na. What are these values are called? Missing values. This is a missing value in Python. This is a missing value in NumPy. This is a missing value in where? Pandas. Are you able to follow now? So this type of missing value, how to deal with the missing value? How to deal with the missing value? So then we go, because everything I want to set through coding related activity only. Come to the point of it. Now I'm going, all the students in online, try to follow me. Any doubts are there, at the end of it, I will go for it. At the end of it, I will go for it, right? So I will go for this at the end of it. So steering. Please change your name as steering. Otherwise, we will be very difficult to call the name as steering. So, as you said, pandas is the best way to support data analysis. Handling exception is equal to try plus exception block. That is okay. You are my student. You change, you come on your name so that it is easy for us to spell out. Otherwise, that names, if I want to spell out, we feel some inconvenient for it. Okay. Come on your name so that we can spell out your name. Otherwise, if we want to speak out that words, for me it is very inconvenient. It's very bad for me to speak about that word. Okay. So already two times I spelled out that. Still, again, if I want, I have to remove from the meeting. That's all. In order to not to see that word. Now, coming to the point back, here I'm going to enter into. You go to this. Here I'm going to take certain example. You take it. For example, this one you take it. Go to this place. Data sets I'm having. Here I'm having some data sets. You take it. Big data set only. You directly take it. Big data set only. You take it. Here I'm having installs. You take it. Installs. This is having 10,000 comma is there now? Comma. Is it possible to write comma in our programming of C language, C++, etc.? Come on. So will you write in our programming A is equal to 10 comma like this? Are we writing in our Python programmer? If I write comma, is it allowed or not allowed? Then how can I process that in my program? This is nothing but I have to replace this value or not? I have to replace this value. I have to replace this value. Comma should be replaced with some other kind of value. Next, one more example. You see, ma, 1 minute here. You see, here you are having some small value is available. Some value is available here. Something like you are having some sort of values. Here, some missing value you take it. Somewhere else, there is some missing values will be available in this data set. Somewhere else, there is some data. If you observe everything, it is available here. Nan. Are you seeing this nan here? What is this nan is called? Missing value. So how can I deal with the missing values in pandas? These are all solid questions you will come across. That is what I'm going to do is handling of. Pandas is very good in handling the missing data. In handling the missing data. Pandas is very good in handling which data? Missing data. That is nothing but either in the case of none or in the case of np.nan or pd dot what na. pd dot na. Na stands for what? It tells you not applicable. It tells you, you know that. Because many of the times you wrote not applicable. HTML not applicable. JavaScript not applicable. Django not applicable. Python, yes. మిగతావన్నీ not applicable, not applicable, not applicable. Are you following this? What is this is called? Missing values. So using pandas, we can do what? We can handle which data? Missing values you can do. So in the data analysis, to analyze my data properly, first I need to eliminate or I need to remove or I need to replace the missing values with some other values. I'm going to talk about if you want to remove the missing values, I can remove. If I want to replace the missing value, I can remove. How many missing values are there in my crores of values? I can find out any things I can do it. Next is called what you know, data set cleaning. Data set cleaning, cleaning the data set. Next is called a data set merging. Data set merging. That is nothing but what? Combining, concatenating. And the next is called what? Data set mangling. Mangling. This is a compulsory question everybody will ask you. Merging as well as mangling. This kind of word very regularly will come across in your place. Cleaning, merging, these are all called very easiest coding. This is also very, very important thing. Next, how to find the data set cleaning? What will be the procedure for it? What are the methodologies are available? How to merge it? What do you mean by mangling and how to do it? I'm going to apply. Next, I'm going to do it reshaping, reshaping the data sets, reshaping the data sets, reshaping data sets, reshaping the data sets. So what is meant by reshaping the data sets? I'm having certain values are available here. This is my data available here. Almost 10,846 values are available. How many columns are available here? You see the number of columns here. The columns are something like app name, category, rating, reviews, size, installs, type, price, content, generous, last updated, current updated, unread version, etc. This is after all CSV file. Already in Python I covered. Dynamic CSV file, how to create, I wrote it. How to write the Python program to create CSV file also I said. Today we should not get confused. So these are all called what? What this is called? Columns. It's also known as what? Headers. Rest of them are called what? Records. Records. This I want to make it reverse. Column should become what? Row, and row should become, there is nothing but I'm representing the data in other way around. That is called reshaping. Reshaping the data set. What is meant by data sets? CSV data without headers is known as what? Data set. Data set. ఇంకొక simple example I'll show you. Instead of that, you go to the data sets here. I have some sample data sets are there. So I'm having something like this. This is my data set. Simple example. Hall ticket numbers, name, Telugu, English, Hindi, maths, science, social. How many students I am having, ma? 18 students I am having. I want to find the name of the student who is first in the class in mathematics. How do you do? You cannot take a microscope and you cannot observe who is having more marks. You need to write what? A simple line I need to write. Analysis line. I want to find out the total marks of all the students and who is the first in the ranking. I want to assign the ranks, first rank, second rank, third rank. These are all going to be known as what? Analyzing the data set. This is also known as what? One CSV file. Next is called one more data set I will show you. One more data set I will show you. One more data set. And the calculated result I will show you. After that data set, I calculated what mark? Observe. Total marks I calculated. Percentage of marks I calculated. I calculated the grade also. Are you following this? So this kind of calculations I want to do it. How to do the calculations using pandas in data science level? We are using pandas for this calculation. We don't use Excel formulas. In Excel also you can do, but Excel formulas we don't use it. We are using pandas only. Next, like that I want to go for. There are a lot of data sets are there. In order to analyze any type of data, what are the most important here to consider always? Data set. Spell out once. Data sets are available in the form of two places. One is in the form of what? CSV file will come, or in the form of JSON file will come. JSON I taught in the Python level only. CSV also I taught in the Python level only. 90%, 99% of the time, CSV files will come into your picture. Right. Next, I'm going to talk about one more kind of thing. Columns can be, and one more thing is very, very important. Import and exporting the data can be done. Importing and exporting the data, exporting the data can be done. Importing and exporting the data can be done. Suppose I'm going to do here, I'm going to do here some calculation, students. This is the one I'm having. This is which data it is available. CSV file it is available. I will load into where pandas programming, I will load this entire CSV file data. I will do some calculations. I will calculate some percentage, total marks, and then grade. How many values I calculated? Muddu, come on, speak out. Calculating total, calculating total. Stand up, all of you first. Stand up. మీరు కూర్చోండి అమ్మా. 33% రిజర్వేషన్. మీరు ఎటు కూర్చున్నారు కూర్చున్నట్టు. And now look at what I'm doing. Calculating total. Next time, already I shown you. Still you are sitting like a statue. Total I want to calculate. Next I want to calculate what? Percentage I want to calculate. Next I will calculate what? Grade. Where I am doing this calculation in Jupyter Notebook, I am calculating in Pandas data structures like series and data frame that I am going to introduce to you very soon. This class is just I am talking about the advantages. It may be little bouncing for you because I did not introduce the coding now. I'll introduce the next step. So this part we calculated where it is available. This part, this is called what data? CSV data input to whom? Pandas. In data structures that I will store it. Data structures in the sense ND array object is the data structure in NumPy. I'm going to keep the data in the ND array object. Here I will keep the data in the pandas data structures, two data structures, series, and then one more is data frame. Two places are available. In those two places, I will place my data. I will calculate the total and then percentage and then grade. Where is this data is available? In Excel sheet it is available. In pandas programming it is available. Huh? Pandas programming it is available. Excel sheet is Muddu. So I calculated in total pandas and then grade is available in where? In but I loaded this Excel sheet in pandas. I calculated these details which are there in the pandas data structures, which is not there in the Excel sheet. Later, this is known as what? Importing. Look at sorry. Importing. I did some calculations here. Later, I will export to which sheet again? Excel sheet, CSV file I will export it. I will export it to what? CSV. This is known as export. This is called export. I think you are understanding importing and export. If export and then import. Did you understand? Importing is nothing but what? Taking the original data of each file, CSV file. Taking the data of each file, CSV file. And I will take the CSV file data that is called importing. In which programming? Pandas. In pandas data structures like an ND array here also, there are two objects, series object and data frame object. Any health is not good for anybody, you please sit down. Any health is not good, you sit down. Otherwise, it's a problem. Pandas, after 20 years also you can learn. First, health is important. If anybody is not feeling health good, sit down. No problem. తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ హెల్త్ బాగుండాలి. Anybody, because somebody is standing in different mood. So, is it okay, everybody? Subject చెప్పాలి కూర్చోండి. Sit up. So now I will calculate and I will export the data. So tell me what is the meaning of import? Getting the data of CSV file in the data structures of what? Pandas. Do calculation, do operation, whatever you like it. Result is ready. The result is ready in the pandas programming only. That result I want to reflect back to the CSV file. This is known as what? Import. This is known as what here? Export. Import and export can be done very easily by using what? Pandas. Right? Fine. Next, I will go for one more kind of thing. There is one more kind of thing. Columns can be inserted. Columns can be columns, comma, rows can be inserted. Columns can be rows can be inserted and deleted, and what? Updated. You can remove the column name. For example, as I said, this is called how many columns are there? Source columns, all six subject marks, number and name. Now I want to create one more new column or not. What is the new column called? Total. What is the next column called? Percentage. Next is what? Grade. Who will insert this new columns? Pandas. Right? And later one new entry came. New entry came. He did not pay the fees on time. He paid the fees one day before the exam with fine and all. Later I got his marks and all. Is it a row inserted or not? Row inserted. Row inserted for that person also column will be added. Column will be in the same column it is added. So how to add the row columns? how to add the rows, how to remove the columns, how to remove the rows. I will go for it. This is a very, very important. Everybody will ask you how to add the columns, how do you remove the columns, how do you update the columns. These are all going to be coming in front of you. Are you following me? Right. These are all very, very important programming I'm going to do. Next is called what? A very important, the pandas will provide it. Group by transformations. So group by transformations, group by transformations. So I'm going to talk about it. Group by transformations, I can do it. What do you mean by group by transformations? I'm going to apply group by, apply, transform, and filter. That is the model. So group by, apply, transform. That is one model. I will tell you that even if I say you cannot remember. Suppose you take a India, you take it. Electoral list, you take electoral list. If you consider electoral list as a single component, if Telangana state elections are going to come, which voter list they will give? Total India voter list they will give, or only Telangana state voter list? Or for example, at a time there are 6 states elections are going on. Will they give total India electoral list to them? No. What they will do? 6 states voter list only they will give. That means they are going to transform entire data set of Indian voter list into 29 groups they will prepare. What they will prepare? 29 groups. Each group is, what is the group name there? State name. What is the group name? State name. So group by which concept? State name. So they will get all the groups. States will be coming. Telangana state voter list will be ready separately in one index. 0th index, first state, second state, like that. All the states will be prepared. Under that, voter list will be coming. I will explain in the class. Wonderful topic that is. And you take any Python student, working employee, you take it. Ask this question once. What is meant by group by transformation? Totally out of order. You need to apply this. So next after that, I will go to in group by, after group by, how many male voters, how many female voters are there? I need to again bifurcate. Again, I bifurcate based on what gender. You are saying, na, in this constituency, these male voters are there, female voters are there. Deciding factor is male voters, female voters, and they will give more money. That is all statistical analysis applied by the electoral candidates who are going to contest. They will focus on more on that kind of freebies they are giving to the people who are going to be more voters are there or not. These are all called what? Equations they will apply. So they are going to be called which concept there we are going to write it? Group by transformations we can call. There we are going to apply loading the data, grouping the data, transforming the data, filtering the data. There are a lot of model I'm going to explain. In my index also, more preference will be given for that only. Here, group by transformations. Here, group by transformations. This is a very, very important concept I'm going to explain. Group by transformations, it is added from the last batch onwards because it's recently added to the pandas module. So I think it is group by transformations done. So next one is called what, pandas will give you well integrated, well integrated, well integrated with other kind of models, other kind of models. That is known as what? Extensible and embedded facility is going to be there. What is meant by extensible? Pandas can provide the services to other modules as well, like NumPy. I can use this pandas data into NumPy or NumPy data in where? Pandas. And I can use it into where? Matplotlib. 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 What is this mat? That is our, after pandas, matplotlib. Because this is very easy. 10 days. As on today, matplotlib is not that much important. We are having Power BI. Power BI. Power BI, what we will do? We will give the data directly. We will choose histogram or bar graph. Directly bar graph will come. In Matplotlib, what I will do? I will write the code for bar graph. Of course, that is a great knowledge we are going to give you. How to write the graph for pie chart? How to write the graph for line graph? Line graph. They will give one case study. They will ask you to draw the visualization. Data visualization purpose, I will go for what? Matplotlib. So I am analyzing the data by using what? And I will go for what? Visualization. I am visualizing my data. Which district? For example, this is called the Telangana state. There are something like 32 districts are there, for example, or some 30 districts are there. Which district got which percentage? I am showing something like a pie chart. Are you following me now? So they are giving one type of pie chart. That means pandas data can be integrated with what also? Visualization kind of tool also you can use. I'm going to show even in the class also. I will analyze my data. That analyzed data I will write in the form of what? Diagram also I will write it. Are you following me? In another way. You have written unit test 1, unit test 2, and then quarterly exams, and then unit test 3, unit test 4, half yearly exam, annual exams you have written. Now I'm going to combine. I'm going to put your status in the form of one bar graph. I'm going to give it bar graph. I analyzed it. I calculated your total marks everywhere. I analyzed that where you got good marks, which unit test you got good marks, which annual exams you got good marks, half yearly na, quarterly na, etc. That parent don't know by seeing that entire document. We want to give it in the form of one type of bar graph. In unit test, what is your marks? In half yearly, what is your marks? In quarterly, what is your marks? In annual, your marks. Your graph is in progress. It means parent will feel that he is in progress. If it is in background, this is falling down. I can say it is in falling down means is having some problem in the academics. So that is nothing but what our modules, that is called pandas, can be integrated with any one of the module, not only NumPy, in the scikit. Next is called SciPy. Next is called what? Keras. Next is called NLP. These are all the modules I can teach that also here. These are all called what? SciPy scikit. It is also used in machine learning models. Keras. This is NLP. Their full form, natural language processing. In almost all the places, in cyber security modules, in DevOps, in many of the places, this module can be integrated. So these are the basic advantages of this NumPy what you are going to have it in connection with what? Pandas. So pandas is going to be, it is very difficult for you to remember at this stage, but you have to remember it. So at least few of them. It provides fast, flexible, and feasible. And next is called what? Can be reshaped it, can be columns can be inserted, rows can be inserted, can be deleted and done, and data transformations can be done. And you can go for what? Filtering can be done, handling missing data, and you can update it. Lot of conditional filtering will be there. Lot of operations you can do it. These many number of things. Only few of them if I wrote it. When I complete my total pandas, that is a minimum 15 days I will take it. After completion of everything, at least you will write 20-25 advantages you will tell. That much programming knowledge will be coming. It is only before programming, I said only theoretical sentences like this. Is it clear? Right. So the overall together is why we learn pandas. That is a very, very important. Why we learn pandas? For data analysis and data analytics. Data analysis and data analytics. There is some course newly coming into Google advertisements. Business analysis and analytics అని. You please download that course brochure once. What are all the Google advertisements are coming? Do one thing. మీరు క్రాస్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. You have to cross check everybody. You give your mobile number, only they will ask your mobile number for your their marketing purpose. You download and check my index and their index. When they will call you, they will tell, they will ask you, ask the course fees. They'll say 70,000, 70,000, 75,000. You see this pandas course, my index and that index, and what will be happening? You will be happy having not even 25% matching with this. But then after verifying everything I am telling to you, because tomorrow if you see, if it is containing something which is more than me, you can ask me also. Because after verifying so many things, I am saying in the direct statement I am making it. Otherwise, I will not make no. Yes or no? So that you need to take. And why people will be keeping that much thing? They will say our thing is tie up with IIM antadu. IIM Kharagpur, something they will say. Or something like IIT Bangalore, IIT Madras, they will say. Certificate will come. Your name, cursive handwriting, everything, IIT Madras, everything. Who wants certificates? Who want your certificates? Correct or not? What do you want? What do they want? They need skill set. They need skill set. Whether you studied in corporate colleges or ZPP schools, that is not important. Whether you have skill set or not, that is an important. How hardworking you are. Are you following me? So that part we are going to enter into that. So only thing is they'll say moreover we are having per batch only 20 students will be there. AC classroom, that classroom, this classroom, lunch will be provided, that will be provided and everything. Subject లేదు. Lunch, AC classroom, everything. 40 days over course is over 100. Python will they will cover. Python they will cover. Pandas they will cover. NumPy they will cover. And all the things will cover in 40 days. Python, NumPy, Pandas, and then business analytics 40 days. AC classroom, lunch and everything. After 40 days, roaming on the roads only. AC లేదు అప్పుడు ఏం లేదు. But here we don't provide any AC. We'll give a high-end quality of the subject. Try to understand this. Is it clear about today? So you are understanding about introduction today's session. I will give you a small introduction part ma. You please observe it. Now I will post that entire information for you as an introduction session here. History of pandas. You see this now. Try to read out. All of you start. Introduction to pandas. Come on. Pandas is a open source library module providing high performance and data manipulation and analysis tool. So manipulation, high performance, high feasible, fast, everything deals with that. And the word pandas derived from panel data. Last Saturday only, I said the full form for you. Said or not? Pandas. PAN stands for what? Panel. DA data. And nobody will ask you, even if anybody asks you what is that, don't tell that. If you tell that, you're almost out of order. Next, the pandas concept developed by this person in this. And you know, this module developed in C language and then Python only. Why C language? For fast execution internally. NumPy also same thing. All third party modules developed in C language and pandas. C language why? For fastest execution. Why pandas? For comfortability in writing the coding. The traditional Python programming does not contain any module for data analysis. Now Python programming uses pandas as an analysis tool, right? Python pandas can be used a wide range of fields like financial sector, statistical reports, retail marketing sector. In almost every place they can use it. Pandas module developed in C and Python programming languages. C for fastest execution internally. This is for comfortability in writing the coding. Installation of what? Pandas. And you know that this is a distribution does not contain module for data analysis. Now we are using third party module called pandas, whose module name is pandas. Programmatically to install the pandas, we use a pip tool, pip install module name, pip install pandas. Are you following this? So done, got it. So this is what we got it, this information. Now I am going to show you one small thing, introduction to pandas here. These are all simple theoretical sentences. To understand this more perfectly, as a beginner, I don't understand this word. Once my sir teaches programming, 1 week over, if I open that, after 1 week understanding is so powerful. Today you will understand little bit about data analysis and analytics. I gave example in English. If I write the coding, you'll get most perfection. Google Play Store. I want to find out what is the rank of Facebook. What is the ranking in Facebook in installs? What is the review ranking of Facebook? What is the review ranking of Google? Did you understand my words? These are all called a pure practical grounds. You ask these questions to any data science student who is learning in Hyderabad, almost 1,000 institutes ఉంటాయి ఇక్కడ అక్కడ పోతే. What they will do? But everybody will go to class and then coming water bottle, bag, everything is there. Ask these questions out. This is what realization has to come in your mind. Come on to that. So introduction to data science and machine learning rely on data. Relay means depends on data. So here I will write depends on data. Data means what here? Data sets. Therefore, data is now a new engine oil to your application. If you want to run your car, most important thing is engine oil is important. So we cannot directly use the raw data for analysis for certain machine learning models, right? So we need to load the process. Load means which data? CSV data. Next I do what? Process. To process, I will tell you so many formulas. I'll tell you so many 200 above formulas. I'll tell you here. Already Panda, so many functions I said. Here also so many functions I'll tell you. How to remember all of them? That is. And make it ready for what? Analysis. First you need to take what? Load the CSV data, process the data, and make the application ready for analysis. And then we also need efficient API for what? Analysis and apply machine learning models to it. Python provides few modules, NumPy and Pandas, for data processing to make this scientific and analytic stuff possible. Also Matplotlib for what? Data visualization, graphics level of it. These modules helps users to manipulate, transform, and visualize the data efficiently. So take our Excel data, of our results data, you take it. What I will do? I will load it. I will process it. I will do what? First class students are this many, second class students are this many, third class students are this many. District wise percentage also I will give and I will visualize. This is nothing but what? Load, process, and visualize. That is called transformations we can call. What is Pandas? Same open source library built on the top of NumPy library. It is a Python package that offers various data structures and operations and manipulating on numerical data, which is present in series and data frame. I'll explain what is the meaning of that. It is mainly popular for importing and analyzing the data much easier. Next, Pandas is a fast and high performance productivity for end users. Python provides Pandas module for a high performance data analysis. Looking the same sentences, but they are going to be different. Why do you need Pandas? Fast, flexible, powerful, most crucial model for applying data science and Python programming. Provide several data structures like series, data, time for data analysis. Advantages, and I already wrote it here, students. Already wrote it some sentences here. These things you read out after going to home. Just to remember some technical words: joining, merging, mangling, reshaping, transformation. What is the meaning of you don't learn? Remember technical words. Don't try to remember the word like when the college is over, standing at the bus stop. Those words you don't remember. Which words you need to remember? These kind of things. Tell me some words. Data analysis, spell out. Data analysis, data analytics, reshaping, data sets, merging, joining, fast, feasible, loading, process, data visualization, something like that. Inserting column, deleting column, that is the old process only. That is the old story only. Nothing is difficult. Here data sets, something like that you remember. Do you know how to install pandas in different environments? Right. Next, first sentence I'm introducing. How do you organize the data in Python? In how many objects you can organize the data in Python? 14 objects are there to organize the data. What are the 14? You already know. Fundamental data types, sequence data type, list data type, set data type, dict data type, none type. That is the 14 objects are there in Python to organize the data. In NumPy, to organize the data, there is only one object, ND array. ND array is a data structure in NumPy to organize my data either in 1D, 2D, and ND. ND. You know how to organize the data, reshaping, everything you know. Correct? Now in Pandas, to organize the data, we have three data structures are available. What are those? Series, data frame, panel. How many data structures are there in Pandas? Three. What is the first one? Series. Next, panel. Are you following me? Yes. That is the concept of what? Come on, Pandas. How to organize, you remember. Next, tomorrow I will enter into series in detail. I will explain. Series this entire week, 4 or 5 days, I will go on explaining series. I can explain in 10 minutes. Series over. You will be in the series to go to home only. It all depends on the teacher how well they discuss. Okay. So series I will explain, and don't miss tomorrow class. What I am going to discuss tomorrow, how to organize the data in series. Series pandas అయిపోయింది వచ్చేస్తాం లోపలికి. How many ways are there to organize the data in pandas? Three. Number one, series. Yes, series is a class in Python. Series is a class in pandas. Data frame is a class in pandas. Panel, you don't worry. Panel, you don't worry. That I'll take care. It's a lightweight. Series is a class. Present in which module? Pandas module. What is the full name? Pandas dot series. Data frame is also one class. Pandas dot data frame. What is the difference between both of them? We'll give in tomorrow class. Okay now? Don't miss the class. Don't come late to the class. Girls. Late వచ్చారనుకో garbage collector ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. You know what garbage collector will do? Programmatically I have seen in my class how it will collect and remove the memory. Right. Take care. All the best. Online students, if you have any doubts, you hold on. I will discuss. Mohammad Nadeem. We can link two different data sets. We can link it. That is called merging. That is called merging. You can do. Narsimha, when is your full stack Python batch will start? Very soon it will start, ma. Maybe this week we are supposed to announce it due to some small other batch things. It is not displayed it. I will announce it. When it starts, I will announce it. So in company old days for charts and statistics project, how they will do? They will do by using Excel sheets. Excel sheets in olden days. Chandan Roy, my Django batch when it starts. Any batch is newly starting, I will take it, ma. Right? Fine. Take care, students. Don't miss the next class. Very, very important. All the best.